What's up, my dudes? Valk here, and today I'm going to be talking about awtd while being in ACD because awtd shut down and pulled in Anime Clash or Anime Odyssey because there were so many problems with the update, and there was a lot of issues that they're going to try to address and fix. Because while there was a lot of good, there was some bad, and the bad was really bad. So, I'm going to be talking about that real quick today. I'm going to be talking about what happened, what's going on with the game currently, and yeah, and why it was so awful, in hopes that everything will improve, because this is just my perspective, but I'm sure they're going to get perspective of many players, but this is just mine, and you guys can feel free to agree with me or disagree with me in the comment section below, but either way. Anyways, first off, let's talk about the good. The new hub was amazing looking. It really was. If you guys care about it, you can go look at my stream where I'm streaming right now. You can go watch my stream back. I'm going to leave it up. Like, I'm not unlisting the stream. I'm not doing anything. It'll be public. You just go watch that. The new hub looks really good. The new units look really good. The summon animations were absolutely amazing. They're basically a whole movie. And yeah, it's kind of like new units look good. Everything visually looked really good. Then we get into the bad, which is a good little bit. Oh, actually, traits. Traits are good. I actually like traits. Traits are added to the game. A lot of you guys aren't going to like it, and I'm going to be real. I don't care. But I like traits. I think the traits were good. Just there was one bad trait. It was called Honored One. That trait just sucks for anything not single placement, because money's not an issue inside Anime World Tower Defense. Like, it's not an issue getting money to get your units down. So the fact that it basically makes it where it combines all your placements, and it's plus 70% attack, plus 70% cost per placement. So you're just making a very cost-efficient unit at a deficit of attack, and it's just not very good. So outside of that, basically, all the bad. Now, the first thing first, them upping the banner cost from 450 puzzles to 2,700 puzzles. I didn't even notice in my entire summons. I really didn't until people pointed it out. Then I was like, oh, that sucks. But at the same time, I didn't really care too much because I had 300k. They said they're going to look into fixing that, but at the same time, I don't really know how, because, like, how do you reimburse all the people that spent hundreds of thousands to millions of puzzles on that banner? Because people were grinding this whole time that they were in this really long maintenance working on anniversary update. I don't know. The other thing is rerolls themselves. Not traits. I think traits were fine, but rerolls, the method of attainment with rerolls sucked. It was awful. They didn't drop from any stages, so you got the 40 from the codes. If you didn't get anything from that, you were screwed, because the only way to get it otherwise is you get one every 100 ways of running the weekly challenge. And then when the weekly challenge times out, if you met the score threshold, you get more then. That sucked. Getting X amount per week or one per every 100 waves, whenever there's like 200 plus units in the game, and you're going to want to roll on it, because the traits are really gimmicky. DOT units get different traits than summon units, and summon units get different traits than straight up attack units, etc. The traits are extremely gimmicky to the point where it's like you're going to want a lot of rerolls. You don't need the best traits, but you're going to want a lot of rerolls on the sheer quantity of units in the game that come out every single update. So the fact that rerolls are not like easily grindable, and they're insanely hard to get, and the sheer quantity you need is absolutely wild to me, whenever considering the fact that this, like, awtd is known as the game that's super free to play friendly. Like, puzzles are super easy to get in the game. Stat rerolls are really easy to get. Everything's super easy to get. So you reach a point where it's like, what in the actual hell are you cooking with this? Because why are you choking people out on the one thing whenever you know yourself you have hundreds of units in a game, and that's why everything else is extremely, like, easy to get. So reroll attainment was really awful. The other thing is the damage requirements on the new units. All I'm going to say to sum it up is MR plus Vegito, or Super Vegito, took 650 billion damage to Evo. I'm just gonna leave that at that. I don't really need to elaborate anymore into that's just into why that's awful. You can figure that one out on yourself. That's just bad. And for people who say, oh, he's an old unit, what about new players? Like, what if somebody joins the game because they see Super Vegito and then they have to deal with that? All right, so after that we have, what's the next one? The crafting system. Crafting system got destroyed. It actually got destroyed, got paid the win. I was playing the game for about 40 minutes to an hour, legitimately, and I was grinding through crafting, and I was like, oh, this is going to take me about 3 hours to complete, etc. for guts. And what they did was they made it so instead of transferring materials from one material to another or transferring universal materials, they made it so it's a pay-to-win material. Basically, you can buy it from the shop, you can go and spend money, and you can go spend Robux, and then you can get the material to actually craft the units. Either that, or you get X amount from quest, I forget what it was, or you can get 10 of the universal fragments from 100 waves of the weekly challenge. And why do that when I can go spend 400 bucks to get 250 and then craft everything I need? Or not 400 bucks, 400 Robux. And spend 250 of the little crafting materials and get all the crafting materials that I need. And that's how I evoed guts so quickly, was I realized I could just spend a little bit of Robux and I get everything I want. So I spent 2k Robux and I crafted everything I needed for guts, and then I got the best trade on him as well. Because everything's super pay to win now in awtd, the game that is touted for being super free to play. So that's my main gripes. That's really it. Like, the legend stage that they added was cool, but it took a while to kill the boss, but that's not a big deal because you can still kill the boss. It just took forever. But everything else was yeah, it was rough. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.